Welcome back. This is author R.A. Feller, and tonight we're going to take a look in Chapter 2 in the Calington Castle Learning to Love the Truth book. Step by step, after step by step, the king walks through the twilight haze. A blank stare holds him as he stops just before his fallen queen. Lowering his head, he sees her crumpled body and denies the full impact of the situation. "Mary, Mary, Mary, would you get up? What did you have to go and fall down for?" He raises his head and continues, "It's just like you never to finish a good argument. And as for you, sire," raising his goblet of gold, "what you need is a drink." Finding his cup empty, he staggers towards another cask of strong wine, and I next enter with the healer. We both go over to my mother's side. Aiding him in turning her body, a mark is discovered upon her face. The healer examines her and further discovers how serious her injuries are. "What has happened, sire?" "The queen has lost her footing and fell. Will she be all right?" "She will never walk again. Her back is broke." Tears fill my eyes. Upon hearing the news, in disbelief, I ask, "Are you sure?" "Yes, I am afraid so." "When will she awake?" "It's hard to say, so many bruises." Looking at the bruise upon her face, "How peculiar this one is." The king responds, clearing his throat. "Liam, summon the guard for a detail to carry our queen to her chambers." "Yes, sire." I watch for a moment as my father and king staggers about. He looks to fill his goblet of gold with yet another drink. Without my mother's temperance to keep him in check, what will we do now? Fleeing for fear of his now impatient temperament, I quickly find my way out, grieving my mother's very present wounds. The healer looks on, surmising the situation as I pass him by. Speedily, I seek out the guard and give instructions. My sense of urgency finally leaves me, and after a brief moment, I find peace. Now that the guards know to meet with the healer, I go back to my room and collapse on my bed. "Oh, Great One, what is to happen now? Have mercy upon us all." I then doze off to sleep, just short of despair. Later at morn, I am wakened by a hand on my shoulder. It startles me. My brother, Edward, questions, "Have you heard?" I'm relaxed now that I know it is my brother, and reply in a half-conscious state of mind as I sit up. You mean about Mother?" "What do you know?" I see that I have let my tongue slip. I'd rather not talk about it. It's really upsetting. She's my mother too, you know. "Oh, very well then." Realizing I could not tell him the truth, I coughed to collect my thoughts before continuing. "She was in the middle of a heated argument with the king." "You mean father?" "No, I mean the king. He's no longer a father to me." "That must have been quite an argument." "Well, he frightened her, and backing away, she tripped in her gown. Mother then fell on the dear stair. Father said she stumbled. Tripped, stumbled, what's the difference? What's the matter, Liam? Something else happened that you're not telling me. I know you. He suspects I'm lying. I hear a whisper. You will be banished. It's just... I was there and I felt as if I could have done something to stop it, okay? It's all right. I'll leave you be. Yehida says she has amnesia. She's awake. Oh, thanks be to the Great One. She knows not who she is, but the healer recommends we visit her and tell of, when the time comes, of the oh so many details of her life. He hopes it will get her to remember at least parts of her identity. Edward still suspects. I know him too well to give up that easily. Another thought comes. I'm going to Mother. I'll come with you. Perhaps her seeing the two of us together will be a stronger witness, which will greater aid in placing her memory back together sooner. I want to go alone. I'm distancing myself from him, and he knows it. Now what'll I say? Then a clever thought enters my mind, and I choose to use it. Please understand this. Edward, it's just that I want to be alone with her. For a minute there, I thought I was with Father. Oops, I mean the King. My heart feels a tear in our relationship. He turns and starts walking away, letting more thoughts take over. I do nothing to stop it. In my mind, I hear the deception. He'll come around. Don't worry. But in my heart of hearts, I sense that I am going numb. I feel out of place here. Something has happened to me. I don't belong, or at least I've become aware of the fact that something is living inside of me, which dims my mind, that does not belong. I'm found to hide in the shadows of only a portion of who I am, and there's no escaping the lie that now tries to blind me from my own identity. I tried to strengthen myself, taking solace by my mother's side. I soon realized that unless I face the King at some point in the future, I may actually cease to exist. I hold off on seeing Mother now, for I fear if she should recognize any changes in me, it would break her heart. So I find out from others what is going on with her. I hear she's starting to gain moments of recall, but then fades back into forgetfulness. Could I hold the key to unlock her mind and bring her back to us? Or would the shock of the light of what is happening damage her further by going too fast? I know I must wait, but it is difficult. I am a stranger now to my brother, and stay in my room or go on long rides to further avoid the lie that is becoming my life. I see myself in the mirror, and looking into my eyes, I see a stranger looking back at me. A glaze has entered my eyes. No! I can't. I shall stand for this no longer. I turn and start to take deep, heavy breaths. A kind voice next enters my mind. It does not have to be this way. I now know I'm worth nothing like this. Another thought takes me completely by surprise. And yet it is just as lovely. then all the darkness that has invaded my soul takes leave while I raise a fist-did hand. By the Great One's grace, it is time to see the king! Leaving off on page 18. I will see you next time. And coming up, I'm going to have a long playing, or should I say a longer playing film in a couple of reads. So hang in there. And again, this has been author R.A. Feller from CalingtonCastle.com presents. And thank you for joining me in another read in Calington Castle, Learning to Love the Truth.
He is returning.
The Dark One holds him close still.
What brings us here?
To put an end to the unjust tribute we all pay.
I forbid it. This obsession with seeking the Creator.
There are many things that were once forbidden here.
The prophecy speaks of another, one unafraid of his own shadow, for he is his own path.
Your kingdom is in grave danger.
Calington needs you.
What foulness is this, Sacha?
He rules all of the kingdoms of the inhabited earth.
Is your heir, Henry, your blood?
Haven't you done enough? They'll drag us straight to hell!
He is his own light. No maps, no chance.
End him.
This is not your nature.
The Creator has a bigger plan for you. And first, you must survive.